All right, you guys. Hi. Another 10-minute talk with you in my cool new tank top from Beachbody. So this one is all about wording, especially when we're invited, because the words that we say matter to people and how we word things. So a few just quick tips. One, talk like you'd be talking to a best friend. Okay. The whole point is to make friends. So if you're not going to talk to them like you would to a friend, then it's not genuinely you. So keep that in mind. Be confident and excited about what you are saying. If you aren't excited and thinking this is so cool and going to be so worth it, there is no chance that they're going to think that either. This includes the price, you guys. If you say, I know it's expensive, but no. Money is relative. It's why I have heard people say, oh, this is too expensive. And then they turn around and get an Orange Theory membership, which is the same per month as Beachbody is for a whole year, right? Like, no, this is only as expensive as we think it is. It is so worth it. We need to believe that ourselves, believe that it'll be worth it to them. And we need to come across with excitement in everything that we're doing. Invite like you would like to be invited. This is the big one, especially as you see scripts, as you hear what other coaches are doing. Everyone likes to be invited in different ways, and just figure out the ways that you're like, wow, that made me feel good. Even if you didn't want to do it, like, that made me feel good. That's the goal. For me, I like to hear a little bit more of the heart behind it, the reason why they reached out to me, versus other people. They really just want one or two sentences. If they see a paragraph, they're not going to read it. I love reading paragraphs. So my invites tend to be a little bit more long-winded because that's how I like to do it. Keep the conversation going, whether they say no or if they ghost you. So if they say no, you can ask them a follow-up. Like if they say, oh no, I've already got my own thing, you could say, that's awesome. I love hearing that. What's been your jam recently? Keep it going. It doesn't have to be a long drawn out conversation, but if they say, oh no, thanks, and you say, okay, that tells them that you only care about the sale and you don't care about them as a person. You keeping the conversation going, even with just like one more follow-up question or saying, hey, thanks for getting back to me so quickly. I really appreciate it. Like, how's your weekend going? You can switch the conversation totally fine. And if they ghost you and don't give you something, connect on other things. That doesn't have to be right away, but if they're doing stories later on, comment on those. Because if you go back and try to follow up with them and every single thing you've sent them is a Beachbody invite, Beachbody invite, Beachbody invite, they might, we get afraid that we're going to be annoying. That is when it's annoying. But if it's sprinkled in here and there, that's what makes them feel wanted. Okay. And kind of with that, it's just kind of as part of the ongoing conversation you're having with people. The invite isn't like you're building up to try to get this pitch to them. It's just flowing with that. It doesn't mean that it will flow naturally, as far as they might not ask like, hey, what are you doing? Give me more information. It might be like, hey girl, this is random, but blah, blah, blah. And then finally reach out if you need advice. So that's what Jackie did on the team. And what kind of spurred this on is she's like, this would be a good conversation to have. And I asked her if I could use what she sent me and what I responded, just as a example of the stuff. And what she had first wasn't bad, but there were definitely tweaks. So I'm going to read it to you. Obviously you can read it along, and I'll tell you kind of my thought process. So she had sent me, the first part was her invite to people, what she was sending for this group she has coming up. Hey girl, I was just thinking about you. I hope all is going well with you. I'm not sure if you saw, but I have a nutrition group starting on September 12th. We'll be digging into what we fuel our bodies with. I know this has been a struggle for me lately, and I want to get other ladies who want to improve their nutrition together. Would you be interested in more information? Here's how I changed it. Hey, put their name in. I was just thinking about you. How was your summer? We explored Colorado a ton, and it was an incredible summer, especially, and I told Jackie to add in her favorite place she went. Although honestly, with all the travel, my nutrition hasn't been the best, and I feel it. I had found a system that made me feel so good, and my plan as we approach fall is to get back into it. But everything is better with friends, and I thought it would be fun for you to do it with me. Could I send you more info? So a few things of why I changed it this way. One, you're asking a question from the start. So you're giving them something else that they can respond about if they want to. I made it so that it's very specific to Jackie. So Jackie posted a lot in her feed, the places that she went, the adventures that her and her husband had on the weekends. I know they love riding motorcycles. Like, this is stuff that I've actually gotten to know about Jackie just by following her. And so adding that in there, is a personal experience. So obviously the person she's sending this to knows that not everyone on the team is going to send this specific invite, right? It is more personal to the person she's sending it to, but also to Jackie. And then kind of saying why she's been struggling, because she's been traveling a bunch. Maybe that person can relate to that. She's saying she found a good system, wants it back, and thought of them. So, and then the last thing that I think is really important, no matter how you start the invite, try to avoid saying the word, would you be interested? Like, I love how she said, would you be interested in more information? That's much better than let me know if you're interested. That's a step above. But let's just take it one step further and say, could I send you more info? When we ask people, would you be interested? They feel like if they say yes, even if it's just yes to more information, they feel like they're committing. And people these days have a fear of commitment. So if we like kind of tell them, this is what I'm loving, can I send you more information? They, even if they're not interested, they're more likely to say, sure, send it over. But they won't know if they're interested until they have that information, right? So that was kind of that way. I did take out of her invite the September 12th. I actually don't know why I took that out. That is a good thing for her to know. Maybe that could be something we add in later on. I'm just realizing that I took that out. It is good to have like a start and stop date, but obviously I didn't put it in there. So I didn't purposely take that out. It's not like that's a bad thing, but yeah. So then the second part is she shared with me what she was going to send to people if they said, yes, you can send me more information. This was her version of it. Awesome. We'll be going through a program called To Be Mindset. It is one of the nutrition programs through Beachbody. It has been the program I have been following and have seen amazing results. I love how it focuses on changing your mindset around food and also helping you learn. Sorry, someone's calling me. Helping you learn what foods either make you feel good or feel crappy. Here's a link to a video more about To Be Mindset. Let me know once you watch it and what you think. Here's how I changed it. Awesome. We'll be going through a program called To Be Mindset. It was created by a registered dietitian who lost 100 pounds herself and focuses on having a healthy relationship with food instead of just restricting, because we all know how that turns out. When I was focusing on using her suggestions and tools, you get access to all of it. I saw amazing results, but also felt better than I have in years. I love how it focuses on changing your mindset around food and also helping you learn what foods either make you feel good or feel crappy. Here's a link to a video more about To Be Mindset. Do you think you'll have time to watch it today? It's literally only 2 minutes. So a few things here. We don't have to always call out right away that something is Beachbody. If they watch that video, or even look at the link, teambeachbody.com, they're going to know right away. And in this case, for To Be Mindset, I think it adds a little more credibility in people's minds. Like, oh, it's a registered dietitian who lost 100 pounds herself. Even though technically Beachbody should get the, like, they're the trusted company. A lot of people don't trust Beachbody just because of the name, to be honest. Like, I've had people tell me they won't do this with me because of the name. Okay. So that saying, focusing on her tools, you get access to it all. So kind of letting her know that, you know, this is something with tools. And then finally, instead of saying, let me know once you watch it, saying, do you have time to watch it today? It's only 2 minutes. So it gives them, before they even click on the link, how long it is. So they mentally know what they're about to click on. And then if they respond and say, oh, today is crazy, I won't have time, I'll watch it tomorrow. It gives you an opportunity to follow up versus if you say, let me know, and then a week goes by, do you follow up? Do you not? I don't know. Like, right. It just gets harder. So the whole point with why we want to word things well is we want people to feel good about receiving it, but we also want to feel good about sending it. If we don't feel comfortable or confident in what we're sending, if we feel like it's more salesy, we're not going to want to send it. We're not going to send it to as many people. And once we do send it, we're going to feel kind of like, I don't want to do that again. That didn't feel good. Right. And you're not going to be able to be a coach for very long if you have that, that didn't feel good. Yeah, we're going to have, stepping outside our comfort zone and be like, oh, that's scary. I don't know. That's different than, it didn't feel good. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to end this here, but if you ever want ideas over how you can word, especially an invite, send it to me. I would love to take what you've created, right? Try to find your voice and help you craft it. Yeah, because I feel like that's something that I've learned after doing this for 5.5 years. So I'm gonna stop sharing and end this recording here. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.